Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. This evening, we're going to go through a harrowing a video of a child abandoned in a place, Arepo, in Songwater, Ogun State, I believe it is. A mom and perhaps a couple abandoned a newborn child overnight. Luckily, they had in the bushes in that area, and luckily, people had the cries of the baby, so they rushed into the bush, took the baby out, and they started taking care of it right there and then. I want you to watch this. I want you to know something, please. Before we play this video on, please do not blame the mom for tossing the child away. This is what Contraption Nigeria has reduced many to: desperation. One more thing I'll add. In the UK here, many women reject their children when they first give birth because something happens to them. Some of them, not all, some. And then with proper medication and proper training and proper, assistance, psychological assistance, they reconnect perfectly. So this is most likely the situation, particularly the enormous stress that we are going through collectively as Southerners. Let's really remember that. Let's not rush to judge the mom. Please, I urge you all, let's not rush to judge her. Please. Let's just, what we need to do is that energy, we need to store that energy and use it to propel us towards Yoruba nation, Igbo nation, Middle Belt nation. Go for the independence of the South, away from contact with Nigeria. That's where we should concentrate our energy. If we focus on each other, that energy dissipates. We need to concentrate that energy and propel it to where we can dismantle contact with Nigeria and rightfully go for self-determination as indigenous people in Yoruba land, in Igbo land, in Middle Belt. Please, don't let contraction in Nigeria happen to the coming generation of Southerners. Don't. Please, I beg of you. This video is heartbreaking. Prepare yourself. You may shed a tear yourself as you're watching. If you do, it's okay. It means you are human. And I probably will shed again. Here we go. That's a child. The child is being bathed. They are bathing the child with water. They just found the baby. That's a newborn baby boy. It's a boy. They found him in the bush, and those who are bathing him don't know the mom or the dad, but they are bathing it. They are good people. That is it. Despite the inhumanity that has been forced upon us by Contraption Nigeria with the Fulanis, who are non-indigenous, our people are the best people on earth. Yorubas are the kindest people on earth. Anyway, watch on. They found this baby overnight in a place called Arepo Awela. Arepo Awela in Songwater. Listen on.
Songo, Ogun State.
In Ogun State. So all the eyes there, nobody knows that child. That's a new baby boy, born overnight. Luckily survived. Please don't blame the mom. I urge you. It's a psychological, obviously, the stress of not being able to know if you can feed them, if you can take care of yourself, if you can find the next meal, and of course 9 months and all of this, it's a stress. So please, let's not blame her. Please, I urge you all, let's not blame her. What we need to do is concentrate that energy, focus our energy to make sure we remove ourselves from Contraption Nigeria. We have the right to go for self-determination. Don't let Nigeria happen to the coming generation of Southerners. I urge you, please, 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 watch on. So they're saying this child is now a government child because the mom and dad has left, obviously left her. But again, I say to you all, don't blame the mom, don't blame the couple. In the situation whereby you can't even feed yourself, you can't feed. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying understand. Let's not rush to judge. What we need to do is, this should tell us that all of us are suffering in one way or the other under this contraption we call Nigeria. And this is why we have to separate from contraption Nigeria. Don't let contraption Nigeria happen to the coming generation of Southerners. Don't. This child is already too late. He's born in contraption Nigeria. We hope we can improve his future by going for self-determination as Yorubas, Igbos, and Middle Belt. But the coming generations behind him, don't let contraption Nigeria be the future of the coming generation. Don't let it be the future. That's why we have to go for self-determination. Please don't curse the child, the mom. I understand how you feel. I know you're upset, but I want us all to bottle all of this energy of anger that we feel for this, what just happened here, and make sure we focus, direct that energy toward the government of Nigeria. The government of Nigeria has caused this. They have caused us. They have caused us to be fighting each other, to be blaming each other. They are the ones who are responsible for denying us access to our own resources. Don't let contraption Nigeria happen to the coming generation of Southerners. Don't. It is time for us to go for self-determination and referendum. It is our inalienable right. This child should be a wake up call. We must stop blaming each other. We need to focus our energy on the root cause of our problem. It is the Fulani government, the non-indigenous Fulani government oppressing us in our land. Don't let contraption Nigeria. Don't let it. I'm sorry. I'm just. Don't let it be the future for the coming generations of Nigerians. Don't. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to get my head together. It's really hard. It's really, really, really hard. Don't let contraption Nigeria happen to the coming generations of Southerners. Don't let it happen. Instead of getting angry among each other, focus our energy. We need collective effort to separate from contraption Nigeria. Don't let contraption Nigeria happen to the coming generation of Southerners. For this child is already too late. He's born in Nigeria. But the ones before that child, let's work together. Let's put our energy together. Let's not blame each other. Let's focus on the real problem. The real problem is the Fulani government oppressing and suppressing us in our own land. Listen on. You see, all of this now, all our anger now is coming out towards one person when it should be to the government. I want you all to remember this. The reason why this mom took this decision is because of bad governance. Governance that is deliberately oppressing us in our own land, the Fulani government. They are non-indigenous to southern to Nigeria. The Fulanis come from Futajalon. I'm telling you this. Please remember that. The Fulani come from Futajalon. Do not focus on one individual in Yoruba land because of what she's done. It's the result of what she's done is a symptom of the oppression that the Fulani government has placed us in, collectively as Southerners. We need to now focus collectively as Southerners to make sure we remove ourselves. We separate ourselves from contraption Nigeria. Don't let contraption Nigeria happen to the coming generation of Southerners. We mustn't. We have the right to go for self-determination. It is our inalienable right. Listen on and watch on. So they're saying that unless she comes back for the child, that you will find the child to bury her. I mean, you don't need to curse her. I've said it before. We don't need to curse the mom. The situation, we need to focus our energy on the situation that we are collectively suffering from. Each and everyone watching that video in that place, they can connect and relate. They can know that every suffering that they've gone through is down to their government. Not themselves individually, their collective governance. The Fulani government is oppressing and suppressing Southerners in our land because they want our land. We need to focus our efforts on them, not on ourselves. It's very important we understand that. Play on. That's a boy, they said. It's a boy. And they're washing both hands. They're washing every part of him. The first bath, you see. They're cleaning him. It's a boy. So they're cleaning him up to make sure he's safe. And he's crying. He's a healthy boy. It was tossed in the bushes. Put again. Once again, I tell you all, please. Let's all look at this really well. Collectively, the Fulani government has forced us through impoverishing us, denying us access to our resources via the 68 exclusive items, from having access to our resources to improve our lives. They forced us to turn on each other and blame each other, such as we're doing now. We're doing that exactly in the video. That's what we're doing. And we need to stop. We need to focus on the problem. Don't let contraction Nigeria happen to the coming generation of Southerners. We have the right to go for self-determination referendum now. Let's watch on. It's so heartbreaking, man.
So they
send the truth through the bush. Please don't blame the parents. Don't blame the parents. It was when the child was crying in the bushes that people had the voice at last and overnight. This is a few days ago. If Most High did not have the use for his life, they're saying that he might have died before the morning. But that child, but look, don't blame the child, mom. Don't. We need to focus on the real foundation of our problems. Everybody in that video is suffering, and myself included. We are being oppressed by the Fulani governance, and that is where we must focus our energy. Stop focusing on each other and fighting each other. We need to focus our energy collectively and concentrate that effort and put it towards extricating ourselves from contraction Nigeria. That's what we must do. That is the message I have for you tonight. Don't let contraction Nigeria happen to the coming generation of Southerners. Don't let it. Please watch on. So they're washing it to bring so that he can open his eyes, because they've not even treated it. They're cleaning their eyes out so they can open his eyes and see the world. I mean, and these are all passers-by, strangers to the baby, and they've now become our mom. And it's saying that some women would go to the church and pray to have children, and this lady just threw the child away. Please do not blame her. Don't. We need to focus on the real problem. The real problem is contraction Nigeria, that the Fulanis are oppressing us. The Fulanis are running and imposing oppression and suppression on Southerners in our own land. Enough is enough. That is the real problem. Let's focus on the real problem. Let us focus on the real problem. The bad governance, the deliberate impoverishment, the enslavement of Southerners in our own land is what we must focus on collectively. We can't do it individually. We need to do it together. Please, now is the time for us to work together as Southerners. Now is the time. We need to, all of the situation, the oppression, the killings, the abandonment of our children, these are all symptoms of what the governors have done. They've lied and taken our rights to our land, and we must take it back. See, the focus now is not about the child movement throwing the child away. It's desperation. The symptom is bad governance. Means that people in every society, we have millions of people that can't cater for themselves because the government has deliberately impoverished them. That the problem is the Fulani governance oppressing and suppressing us in our land. They see the South as conquered territory. I say it again. Don't let contraction Nigeria happen to the coming generation of Southerners. Already it's too late for this young man, this young boy here, this baby boy. But the ones behind him, we have to make sure that they are not born in contraction Nigeria. We may have to make sure that they're born in Yoruba land, in Igbo land, in Middle Belt. That's what we must do. Let's watch on. So they're bathing the child. He's going to open his eyes soon. I want to thank the parents. I want to thank the parents. I want to thank those who watched the baby. I want to thank the passers-by. But please, I want you all to know something. These are symptoms of the oppression that we're suffering. What you're seeing in this video is the symptoms of the oppression that we're suffering. And when people are blaming the mom, please understand it's not the mom that's the problem. Yes, she did wrong. In the UK, like I said, moms will give birth to a child and they will reject the child initially. But with proper medical help, psychological and medical help, they recover and they bond with their child. That is not happening in Nigeria. There's no chance of the bond because the government doesn't even care for the mom, let alone care for the mom or the child. It's all your problem. The government of the day is leaving us to suffer in the land of plenty. And that's what we need to understand. The Fulani government are intent on taking our land. That's why they're putting Fulani terrorists among us. We need to put our efforts together collectively and push out the Fulani terrorists, the Fulani government, separate ourselves from contempt in Nigeria. We have every right to go for Yoruba nation, Igbo nation, Middle Belt nation. Support the Ninas referendum. I'm urging you. You see the link above there. Support it. And in the name of this child, let's make sure that his future is going to be in Yoruba land. That's what we must do. Now it's not the time to blame each other. Now it's not the time to fight as Igbo fighting Igbo, Yoruba fighting Yoruba, Middle Belt fighting. Now we need to stand together. We haven't got time. The Fulanis want to take our land. They come from Futajalon. I'm telling you. They come from Futajalon. Please. They come from Futajalon. They come from Futajalon. And what I want you to do is just to remind you, I'm just trying to get that picture out. I don't know why it's still not on. So they come from Futajalon, and that's where, they must return. So anyway, I'm not going to say more than that. Please, 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 we need to focus our efforts on going for self-determination via referendum, supporting the NINAS action. Go and subscribe to NINAS. Go and join NINAS. The link is above. https://ninasffn.org.com. I think it is called a referendum page. Just go .org and it will be there. Please, 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 we need your help. As ever, before I go, I'm going to ask you and urge you to please subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. So, subscribe to Citizen AY. Please subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We only deal in one currency, truth. We are the Sorosuke generation with evidence, such as we present before you. Please, I urge you all, don't let Nigeria happen to the coming generation of Southerners. This oppression has gone on long enough. I'm sure you agree with me. Every Southerner, it's time to work together. Get working on the referendum. Expose all of these atrocities being committed by the Fulani government. They are oppressing and suppressing us, sending Fulani terrorists to kill us in our own land. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you and goodbye. Please share, and share. Goodbye.